So instead, we talk road blow. And when you talk road blow, you want to talk to an expert. And there is no one that we know on this show more expert in the ways and means, the peculiarities of road blow than our next guest, Carl Gerbschmidt from Wisconsin. Mr. Gerbschmidt, are you on the line?
You really want to talk to me about road blow, huh?
Yeah, because...
Are you trying to trick me?
No, this is not a trick. We're not pretending to be anybody that we're not.
You're not trying to find out about my discovery, then?
Your discovery. I know I don't...
Oh, so you are trying to trick me.
I don't know. It depends on what the discovery... You've discovered something, have you? I don't know this. I know...
Maybe I have.
Would the discovery...
Okay, I'll tell you, but you can't tell him. We're on the radio now.
We're on the radio right now. Will this discovery be at all...
This is big.
Well,
this is almost as big as the original ice bowl exhibit. Well, it might be bigger. I don't know. It's possible.
Well,
I got to get it checked out.
Well, will this be interesting to people? Well, but as I was going to say, now we have a very sophisticated listening audience. Will they be bored by this discovery?
I don't think anyone will be bored by this. We're not on the radio, are we?
We're on the radio. Is it related?
We're on the radio.
Is it a road blow related discovery?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, this morning I got a report of a road blow.
Yes.
Which is, on one of the back highways here.
Right.
Which is just north of Judah.
Correct.
And I'll tell you something, Danny. This is amazing. This is an amazing discovery. You remember the ice ball exhibit where I think I might be touched by God or something.
Well, no, wait a minute.
I say this.
Oh, wait a minute now. So, I guess.
Because when I discovered the ice ball exhibit, and where the church blew over and it went right into the exact formation. Well, not the exact formation, but real close formation of the Packers ice bowl game.
Yeah, well, that's when we first started chatting with you. Yeah, it goes way back. So you're saying you found another ice bowl exhibit?
No, but I found there was a road blow.
Yeah.
On the highway, and I was. And the weird thing is, I would not normally even have gone to, cover this one.
Because you're a supervisor, you're way above that.
Well, no, I didn't. I actually have to do that sort of thing. But the fact of the matter is, the guy who lives in Freeport's on vacation.
Okay.
He's at the lake, and so I had to go cover for him.
Yeah.
And so here's the deal: it's like
was anybody hurt? I mean, did anybody?
No one's hurt.
Okay.
No, I show up and I took my brother Randy because he always has a day off. He was over at the office. And we got a report on a road blow.
How's his leg?
I have to go confirm it before I can send the people who repair.
Confirm what? Confirm that it was a road blow?
Yeah, confirm the road blow. And I have to inspect for damage.
Okay.
To see if there's any damage to the underlying part of the pavement.
Was this a big road blow? How would you describe the size?
I would say there's about, I'd say it's a type B road blow, which is cracks and some explosiveness, but it's not a full type A road blow where there's like extensive flying of concrete.
Okay.
Because this was mostly kind of just type 2 pavement, which is not concrete. So anyway, I show up and I look at the road blow, and my brother Randy goes, "Look, Carl, it's number 25 there." And I said,
what?
Because it looked like the number 25 in the middle of the road, and I looked at it and I went, "Randy, that's not 25. You're looking at it backwards." And so I went to the other side. It's number 52.
What do you mean it's number 52?
It says 52, and there's a G kind of in the cracks below it. And then I looked at it. It's exactly like the Claymaker. It's not funny.
That's absurd.
This is serious, Dan. This is serious.
You
know what? As we kind of peruse the periphery of the road blow, you can see in the cracks.
Yeah.
It's like it's written in cursive, back to back. It's not. I don't make this up. I got pictures.
So wait a minute now. So you're on 50,000 watt radio. You're alleging.
Oh, am I on the radio now?
We're on the radio right now.
You can't make up your mind. We're on the radio.
We're on the radio. You're claiming on 50,000 watt radio live that you've come.
Is the fact there's a road blow. Well, now you have to have. I mean, is it a photographic thing? No, but you can easily make out the 52. You can. There's two eyes. You can plainly see it. It looks like you have long hair. It's not funny. Dan. This is a sign from God. This is just like the last one.
You're saying that there is right now a road blow.
No, I'm saying there was
a road blow.
I'm saying there was.
Well, how are you stupid enough to get it repaired? I mean, you got to.
Good job, Dan. Okay, why are you stupid enough to show up for your radio show? Okay, on a nice day, because it's your job. That's my job. I have a sacred duty to the people of Wisconsin to make sure that their highways are safe.
An example of road blow that looks like the Claymaker.
Yeah, and plus it says back.
Have you lost your mind?
I haven't lost my mind. It's a fact. I have pictures.
Well, send us the photos.
No, I'm not going to send you the photo. I talked to my brother Mark, and he says that I should not let it out of my until I get a deal for it. I have to sell it because I don't want to sell because you guys will sell it to the internet if I send it to you.
Well, we'll mock and ridicule it is what we'll do.
No, you will not. You will.
So is this one of those things where? Is this one of those things where you see Jesus in your waffles, that kind of thing?
No, that's for nut jobs. This is real. It's not. This isn't about religion. It's about football. And it's
the hair
on the day when they settled that little strike.
Yeah.
That this shows up.
Well, they haven't settled it.
It might have happened yesterday.
They haven't settled yet.
Yeah, it might have happened yesterday.
So the hair that's long like Clayman, what is the hair? Cement piece? I mean, what do you mean?
It cracks the cement.
Yeah.
And then there's pieces of cement that right around where his helmet is.
Mm.
It's just, I'm telling you, it's spooky scary is what it is. I wish I could have seen it happen live. I think it just shows us that we're a special team.
Another example of
it does show
that you're anointed.
Different than other teams are.
Yeah.
Don't you think so?
Now, see, the problem with this is I have a list of about a dozen serious road blow related questions. I can't now. I mean, how do we backtrack? I mean, there's nowhere to go.
First of all, it's a serious subject, and you know what? Well, I'm fairly certain that God doesn't care about Minnesota, and He's not going to be putting signs in your pavement. That it's okay. We can talk about road blow and what you can do.
Yeah, but no one's going to believe you now as being an expert when you're
Department of Transportation.
I know, but you're trying to tell people that the road blow formed in a way that looks like the Claymaker. I mean, it's just so patently absurd.
It's not patently absurd.
You know what it is? I'll tell you what it's an example of. Here, let me backtrack a little bit.
It looks like him, Dan.
Well, let me say.
If I knew you weren't going to sell it to the internet, I'd send you this picture.
I honestly believe that you believe that you have located or had located a road blow
photographic evidence
that looks like the Claymaker. The problem is that's what people who have these sightings, they convince themselves. They lie to themselves.
I had two witnesses.
Because you want to believe it. You want to believe it so badly. It's like O.J. Simpson. O.J. Simpson wants
the Packers.
O.J. Simpson wants to believe that he didn't kill two people, and so he convinced himself, no, I didn't do it, because that's what he needs to believe. You need to believe.
Did, all right.
And you didn't see Claymaker
and so did the lady and her husband.
Well, of course they did. The lady.
They're older people, so they don't need the money. So my brother Randy and I, we have pictures. And I'm telling you, when this shows up, like Inquirer, because that's what my brother Mark says we'll probably buy.
National or Philadelphia?
I don't know. It's supposed to be Milwaukee first.
Yeah, I'd say it's a National Enquirer is where it's going to show up. How about News of the World? Why don't you put it in one of the Rupert Murdoch publications?
Whoever pays the most for it gets the pictures, Dan. I may not ever need to talk to you again. I might not ever need.
You sure it didn't look?
I might be so filthy rich selling one picture.
You sure it didn't look like A-Raj? Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah, you don't know the difference between the two of them? Okay. Well. All right. Aaron Rodgers is swarthy, and Claymaker is rugged. And Claymaker has a lot longer hair.
Well, you know what?
Viking fans, they don't have any clue.
Is it possible this could become your new collectibles, where the next road blow you go to does indeed look like Aaron Rodgers?
Randy suggested that we take. Oops, I'm sorry. Yeah. Randy suggested. I was so excited to drop the phone.
I know you're excited.
He suggested we should take some of the highway and take it with us.
You can't do that.
No, that's illegal, isn't it?
I informed him that would be stealing federal property.
Yeah.
Okay, you can't do that. But that was Randy's first thought.
I'm still amazed that you
to make a cheap buck on everything.
I'm still stunned that you had it repaired. That just blows me away. That you
I had to do it, Dan. I had to do it. You got to do your job.
Were you crying as you saw it being put back together and Claymaker disappeared?
Oh, actually, I'm not entirely sure they did it yet. I hope they did it because I sent the crew.
Well, when you send the photos, I'll believe it.
I'm not going to send it until first time you'll see them will be in the paper or on the internet.
Claymaker road blow.
Yeah. Now,
Did you cry?
Given the warnings to make sure you water your roads?
Did you cry?
I cried? No, I didn't cry. I thought it was pretty cool.
You probably cried.
No,
you and Randy
we're
probably
different than other teams are. We really are.
I'm
fairly certain God would never ever blow up a highway in Minnesota and make that kind of a thing. He wouldn't do it.
And if he did, what would it?
Probably be, ha, your team sucks. By the way, we get the news reports. Nice work on your governor going back on his promise to build a stadium. That's pretty funny. You never get a stadium.
We got a stadium. Metrodome's. The roof is back up. We're fine.
What you got? Your team's going to move, and it's so funny how your state is so pathetic. Can't have a government, can't get a stadium, can't do anything, can't get a nice sign from God every now and then.
What is the number one preventative when it comes to road blow?
You have to try to reduce the temperature when possible.
Well, how do you do that?
Water. Mostly water is the best use of it.
Well, you can't, but I mean, you can't continuously hose
down. That are more susceptible to road blow than others.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? Because of the amount traveled on, the amount of sunshine it hits it, the relative temperature of the road.
Does the sun matter?
Of the pavement. There's lots of different things, Dan.
Does the sun matter? In other words, if it
matters.
If it's 90 degrees and cloudy, is that as dangerous when it comes to?
It's dangerous. No.
Okay.
Now, more direct sunlight would tend to raise the temperature of the road and the underbed.
All right.
That's the way it works, Dan.
The underbed?
Well, to be honest, it's the sheer volume of heat that builds up under the surface of the road. It needs to expand. I don't want to have to, because it kind of gets technical, but it gets all heated up underneath.
Yeah.
And it has nowhere to go, this heat. And it's
like a volcano.
And all of a sudden, boom, there goes the road.
And it's like a volcano.
Well, no, a volcano that there's like molten lava coming up. This is just the road blows up. That's why we call it a road blow.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That had to be the.
And you should just say no to road blow, because you can do something about it if you take the time. Although I'm talking to people in Minnesota.
Will you do me a favor?
You can't even figure out how you can't. Your roads are probably gonna blow up because your whole place has no community spirit. You won't go out and water your roads. You won't do it.
So you just routinely were getting out with a hose and watering roads around Barreiro? I mean, what are you talking about?
Probably won't get it done.
Well, no. So what does that to get it done?
Fire truck is a good idea.
Okay.
You don't have a government, so you don't have things.
No, we're back. We're back to work.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, finally.
That's great.
Hey, can you say?
Down Wisconsin, Dan.
Could you say for me one earnest say no to road blow?
Say no to road blow. Is that good?
That's not bad.
That's not good. This has been a public service announcement from the Wisconsin Department of Transportation, not the Minnesota Department of Transportation, who are too stupid.
Can't wait to see the photos.
Yeah, you'll see them on the internet.
Thank you.
Okay. Go Pat.
I'm Carl Gerbschmidt.